There's just something about Carolina blue that sets the tone for any matchup, and we are being doused in it right now in this light show to set the stage for this big clash. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Syracuse's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Syracuse will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tar Heels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Pulls it and fires to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds this big tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Takes the easy completion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're working that left side. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Scrambling away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those line.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. The Tar Heels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Rushes on him. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. At the 35, he's got And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats.
Syracuse, 0.
First play of the period, first down here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Here's a heat. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Syracuse will be forced to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pocket breaking down. Steps away to find some room. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Snow. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Orange will have to punt. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
That's caught. It's King. And he'll be brought down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It'll be third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Shoots it to the left. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. They're going to go to the air on third and short. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Snow. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, they're after him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He got it. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield on first down. Punts it out of the air. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead. Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
It's complete. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tar Heels are in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Starting to feel a little pressure. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. He didn't see anyone open. He said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Finds the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Trying to escape and get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just outside the opponent's 45. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Fires one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just He's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll move the tight end. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 15, he's loose. He gets awfully close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Out of the gun, the give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 or 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's got him. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and up.
Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds us back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Orange will have to punt. Makes the catch at the 45. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Discards him with the stiff arm. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Tar Heels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Concentrate on one thing. Make the catch. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. On the move is the 30. Turns it on down the left side. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches signaled for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. The 30. Inside the 10.
Yeah, and this is why he's leading the nation in rushing. Like, you give him the football, and he'll continue to make big plays. He's done it all throughout the season. This offense features him, and there is a reason why.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.